How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Rouse back with another video. We are taking a look at two figures today. We are looking at NECA's Predator and Dutch from the movie Predator, one of my favorite movies. I love action movies from the 80s. They're super awesome, and Predator is on the list of great action movies from the 80s, like Die Hard, you know, all that kind of stuff. Rambo, all those kinds of movies. I love those. Those are great. They're cheesy, they're bloody, they're fun, they're campy. It's great. So yeah, we're taking a look at these two figures. So yeah, let's get into it. And here we have our Predator, which is also called a yacha, if you didn't know. That's the species name in the lore. And Dutch, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger from the movie. I think he came out in 1987. But yeah, really cool figures. You know, NECA puts in the detail and the paint and all that attention to detail. And of course, that looks like Arnold. The sculpt is totally there. He's caked in mud, just like the end of the movie. And he's got his camo pants, and then of course the Predator has his netting, he has his armor, and it's all nicely painted and detailed. His skin is nicely painted and textured and all that kind of stuff. And of course we get that nasty head sculpt when he pulls off his mask and reveals his really creepy face. And they did a really good job. And of course, it's a classic movie. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. Predator's amazing. Checking out their height, let's see here. Dutch stands at about 6.5 inches tall, and the yacha stands at just about 8 inches tall. So right in scale with each other, I'd say, because he is towering over Dutch. So he's pretty imposing in the movie, and they look great together. Checking out the articulation first for Dutch, he has, I'm dropping accessories here. He has head swivel, forward, side to side, all that good stuff. It's on a ball peg, which works really well. There's a lot of movement there. Torso, there is a cut there, but you don't really get much. Oh, I lied. You can go forward that far, back about that far. There is a waist cut as well. 90 degrees at the shoulder, no bicep cut, but we do get a hinge and swivel single joint at the elbow, which goes pretty far, at least 90 degrees. And then we get a floating peg for his wrist. And coming down, there is no thigh cut or anything. Single joint at the knee, and rocker on the boot with a boot cut as well. So good articulation on Dutch for NECA. He moves pretty well. And yeah, it looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's a really cool figure. Going over the articulation for the yacha, the Predator, starting at the head, we get nice movement there. There is a peg, so side to side, forward, not a lot back because his hair gets in the way, but he can go not too far, but not bad articulation at the head. At the waist, or at the torso, we have a ball peg right there, and then there is a waist cut, of course. Shoulder comes up about 90 degrees. You can get this pad out of the way. Single joint at the elbow. Actually, it's a double joint at the elbow. I lied. So that's pretty nice. And then, of course, coming up about that far, back that far. No, well, nope, there's a thigh cut in there. Double knee. Can he kick his own butt, though? Not quite. I don't want to push. Sorry, losing focus. I don't want to push the articulation there because I don't want it to break. And then coming down, his feet are really tight, but there is a little bit of a rocker there. And then lastly, his blade comes out. So I guess that's articulation right there. So that's pretty cool. So really good job by NECA, of course. They always do a good job with their sculpt, but the articulation is really good for him as well. They have a whole line of Predators. I only have a couple, but it's a rabbit hole I don't really want to go down, so yeah. Going over the accessories for Dutch, first of all, he comes with a bow and some arrows, and the arrows strap right into the bow, and that actually pegs in, but they all fit in there nice and snug. And the cool thing about that is you can put it over his shoulder, just like in the movie, and just kind of lays there. So he's got his bow and arrow, and then he also comes with a spear, which is actually just a stick that he found with his knife tied to the end of it, if it'll focus, which is painted nicely. It's actually kind of sharp, kind of pointy. Some dry brushing on the stick. So he has a spear as well. and also a torch. So that's got a flame at the end. It's, you know, wrapped translucent plastic on the flame. So I believe that's all of his accessories. Let me check real quick to be sure. See, I had to look it up. I was wrong. He also came with this torch thing that, you know, he can light on fire and throw. So yeah, that was his other accessory. So let's go over the Yacha's accessory. First of all, he comes with a masked head sculpt, which is cool, you know, but I prefer him unmasked because he looks a lot cooler. But it is a really cool mask. It's got all the detail there, all the nice paint. And then it also comes with the mask, like he's pulled it off, which is cool. It'd be nice if it fit over the head sculpt, but it makes sense why it doesn't, because those big old mandibles that he has. But really cool as well on that. And then he has his shoulder cannon, which attaches and detaches. I wish it stayed on better, but you kind of just have to grab it and hook it under here, and then hope for the best as you put it on there that it's not going to fall off, because there's a peg on the shoulder as well that doesn't quite fit over most of the time. There you go, I got it on there. Nope, it came right off. So yeah, it'd be nice to have it displayed with him on most of the time, but can't really get it on there very well, which kind of sucks. I'm sure they've addressed it with other figures that they have, but yeah, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It also comes with this blast for the gun, and this is also articulated, so this moves forward and backward. I'm just going to take it off at this point, LOL. But it moves forward and backward and comes off very easily, and so it's kind of flimsy overall, and this ports into there as well, so it looks like he's blasting. And he also comes with this bloody spine and skull, and then a regular skull, and two alternate hands. He's got open hands, which are both painted differently, but yeah, that's all of his accessories. Also, the flap on his arm opens and closes so he can launch his little mini nuke and start laughing maniacally. Motherfucker. Gonna have to censor that probably. Here we have Dutch and the Yacha with Ripley and Newt from Aliens, because, you know, Alien versus Predator crossover. So yeah, there's that comparison. And, you know, the line that's always stuck with me from Predator the most, other than "get to the chopper," is when Arnold Schwarzenegger throws his machete into the dude and he like impales him on the wall, and then he's like, "stick around," and I just lose it every time that happens because it's so funny. Speaking of the aliens, here they are with one of the xenomorphs from Aliens, a brown one. I don't remember which part of the movie it came from, but I have a couple of them, and this is the easiest one to grab, so yeah. Here they are with NECA, Chucky, and Tiffany. Tiffany's from the Bride of Chucky, no, Seed of Chucky 2-pack. Is it Bride of Chucky or Seed of Chucky? I'm pretty sure it's Seed of Chucky 2-pack. And then Chucky is from the TV series. Here they are with Ash from Evil Dead Part 2 and Ghostface, which I saw that they announced a new Ghostface, which looks really sick. I want that one so bad, so I'll replace that one. I mean, I'll keep them both, but you know how it goes. I want that new one. It looks really cool. For some 6-inch stuff, here's some SH Figure Arts, Harley Quinn and Ultraman. Then we've got our Jada Toys Dracula and our Marvel Legends Deadpool, who still won't get out of the chair. He's not even in the shot, really. He's just kind of sitting there. I don't know what his deal is. And then lastly, there's some Indiana Jones, because maybe he'll run into a giant predator. Who knows? But yeah, that's it for comparisons, y'all. So with all that being said, y'all, these are two really awesome classic figures. They're, you know, harder to find nowadays. I got them when they came out. Maybe not this guy. I got him for a little bit more than retail, but glad to have him. Glad to have this Predator. I actually have a knockoff of him as well. Maybe I'll throw it in the comparisons. I'm doing this part before, so it's all mixed up. But regardless, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe if you are not subscribed. It's all down below. And also, if you want to see my videos early, other than these ones are going to go right up on the channel. They're just made to keep content coming for you guys regularly, other than my scheduled upload dates, because, you know, I want to go over figures. They're just sitting on my shelf. They're really cool. I like to play with them, so might as well do videos about them. So yeah, check out my Patreon, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I love you. I will see you next time, and bye-bye. Mwah.